G'day and welcome back for more Assertive Acquisitions.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
Yes.
What? Squidgy's bouncing up to you.
Happened to Capac?
Could you make any sense of what he just said?
Also terrifying.
Oh.
Extreme.
That looks something.
Okay. Something.
So how close are you to having a jump drive so we can go find him?
Well, I've got to find somewhere in this ship to wedge one.
Would you not be planning this with a jump drive?
Oh,
It's an exploration ship!
yes, I'll find a spot for it. It's big enough. That's why I made the hangar so big.
Oh boy. So, I have noticed a place you could potentially immediately place it. You have left so much space around this tank, and you've got piping coming up the side with the cargo containers. You could just remove the O2H2 gen and slap it on right there, right on top of the tank.
Really?
But you've got ample room there. Alright, so you're gonna struggle with that. Well, if we're gonna have to go off and hunt for him and find the menace in orange.
How are we gonna
you're
find
also
him?
the menace in... I don't know! Figure that out when we have some way to actually go search for him.
His broadcasts tend to be on about 5 meters, so...
It's true. But what I was thinking was, if we're going to take your ship out to go look for him, I might try and build up some better defenses for our base. And I have an idea. So...
missiles?
No.
No?
No, definitely not missiles.
Too expensive.
The missiles... the missiles are our assertive defense. They're our defense against the enemy bases doing nasty stuff to us. What I'm thinking will be the solution is use the welder ship, which might be the quicker way of doing things actually. Use the welder ship, take it out with the components for a battery, because I think I've got it set up to hold the components of a whole battery. Let's have a look. I have enough bits for a whole battery in it, and I was thinking if I go out, place a battery, place a projector, and then have that projector have the full blueprint of the little turret that I want, then I can place a bunch of turrets that way. And that might well be the better way to go about things, because then we have static grids, more robust, more to them that can work. So I'm going to come up with 2 separate blueprints. One without armor, and then one with the armor so I can switch between them and weld them up in 2 pieces. Hello, steel plate.
Yeah.
Would we want a beacon on these things so that they're all broadcasting? Or do we want to just accept that we won't know where they are? Exactly. Probably doesn't add much having a beacon, does it?
Yeah, it's with the amount of
Just be
space
annoying.
you take up be an issue. Beacon's not exactly small.
It's only 2x1s. It's not huge either. Yeah, probably best just to avoid beacon. Yeah, something like that is my core. Then if I match that again, or if I in fact just make a blueprint of that now, then I can just make another one. And then I can just finish it, and then I can blueprint it. But yeah, this was kind of the idea I had all the way along for how we were going to defend our base. I just never got around to doing it. Out turret, I'm going to call it. Unless you've got a better idea. I'm trying to think of something expendable that isn't a Capac.
I don't know why my first thought was Maltesers.
Oh, you almost made me spit take on my computer. I mean, on my helmet. Oh, that was close. I might call these turrets pelters, like stone throwers. They're not very effective, but they kind of hurt. I think that's simple enough. I don't want to do too much with these. I don't want to make them too... Well, good is the wrong word, but I don't want to make them too expensive.
Should probably think about where I'm going to be putting guns on my ship. I assume I want at least a turret.
See how this system works. Place a battery. How did I do this? Did I just place a battery and place the thing straight on top?
Are you done?
I've been coming up with a system. A system for printing things. I want to basically come up with a way of building a base quickly, but building it off a dang it, I've done things wrong. Dang it! Curses. I have to do things differently. I just realized I should probably have the projector block and the battery both semi-embedded in the ground, not floating above it. Projector in there. Battery. There. So I place a battery down, I place a projector on top, and then that's it. The rest of it will just be able to be welded on top. And I'm doing the bits that don't really protect anything in light armor, and the rest of it's in heavy, so it may take a couple of trips with the welder, but if I can adapt the welder's storage until it suits, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, you don't need heavy armor for like the underside bits.
No. So we got the pelter. Alright, Control B. Now I'll grind off the bits that are on the outside and then create an internal blueprint. That's probably the better way to do this. When you need multiple blueprints, make the whole thing first, then cut down for the internal blueprint.
Oh wait, I did have jump drive on my list. I just had it as the last thing on my list, so I hadn't got to it yet.
Unwise to have such a giant block as your last thing. Just, you know.
Yeah.
Not your best move. Alright, now back to what I was doing. So now that I've got a blueprint that should work, what I should have, all I should need to do is manually place a warfare battery, followed by a projector on top. Then we go to the battery, go to the projector,
some ammo,
blueprints, pelter internals. Only needs a single adjustment of position going downward. Weld that bit up. This isn't super efficient, but it's not bad.
Doesn't take 5 years.
No, like I should be able to get a few of these built relatively quickly if I do it this way. It probably wouldn't be that much quicker to just place the blocks myself and then have the welder ship do it. But when you consider the time it takes to set up stuff like armor shapes, that's when you're like, actually, this might be quicker. Well, do you want to come over and have a look at the turret I just built?
Where are you?
Up on the crater rim.
Ow, that's why I can't see your suit signal.
Yes. You'll see the welder ship in a second. I've got to go collect more grids.
Oh, yep,
in fact,
I see
I need to change how many grids are in the container. Because I need more.
It's basically the ones from my defense line, just without the little interior bit.
Yeah, kind of. That was... I figured it's a fairly decent way of approaching it. Doors are fairly resilient to damage, and it means we've got a way to store ammo in the cargo container. We don't strictly need the door, because you could just go straight to the turret itself, but...
What's the strength of bulletproof glass compared to, like, say, heavy armor?
I don't know.
And does bulletproof glass only stronger against bullets or explosions as well?
I don't think there's a difference. I think it's just damage points, isn't it?
Okay, is recharging my jump drive going to drain all the power from the base?
Probably.
Okay, recharge in 7 minutes, battery's draining in about 35. Okay, it should be fine. No idea what I'm doing in terms of the design of this ship. It's like, just build it and then change it later.
It's evolving as you go, is it?
Really is.
I mean, that's how a lot of my designs work. I try and have a rough idea of where I'm starting from, and then I just kind of make it work after that.
Doesn't help that my ability to visualize things is, let's say, terrible.
So what do you reckon I should do? Should I try and protect one side of the base properly, or should I build a smattering of these and like build them on opposite sides and then start gradually dividing the distances and add them that way? Or should I just make one side really well protected first?
I mean, I guess my line worked because the drone operations was that way.
It did, but it also really worked because there was crossed over fire. Are those connected again, by the way?
No, they're not.
Alright, I'll do that first, because that instantly gets us three connected turrets. But I think my design is functional. I'll go put some ammo in it before I connect the other ones up, though. I mean, given the expense of the bombs that I've been using, the expense of these things doesn't really worry me. Yeah!
Oh, where's it shooting? Why is the turret shooting? It's shooting at my rover? Wait, no, there's something in front of the rover it's shooting at.
Yep.
It's shooting at some gyros. Oh. Okay.
I mean, there wasn't much left of your rover before it shot off the wheel?
Why was it shooting it?
I ground off the gyro that was on the ground. I ground it up because I was like, that's the quickest way to deal with this thing.
Is it like bits of a drone or something? But
Yeah, that apparently no other turret had line of fire to.
Weird.
Also, I think it might be a good idea to do this.
Oh. You gotta watch out, that thing's dangerous.
That swatting of Capac was perfect. It was so good. Ow. Okay, in good news, I am setting up the next turret opposite the original one, the first one, which means it's also further away from our base than your ship you're currently constructing.
Wait. But that turret to be no... Wait, so it's saying that the turret that I whacked on top of my ship didn't have line of sight to that gyro either, even though it should have.
Did it have ammo?
Yeah, I chucked some ammo in it just in case, even though it's not connected up to the base.
Huh. Well, when the hangar door was open, it might not have.
Oh, yeah.
I love that the blueprints for this are a single block off.
What, you gotta adjust it every time?
Yeah, but it's just one block. Like, think about the number of blueprints you've had that are a single block off from the original projector placement.
What do you mean?
I can't think of any. Does make me wonder, though, whether there'd be a benefit to making more ships and grids based off the first block being a projector.
Oh, so make the initial one.
Because then the initial block is the projector, and then that's your projector for the ship, and that means the projector always aligns. Like, just doing that as your default way of doing things, I wonder how much time it might save. Just realized something. We're finally protecting the base, now that Capac's disappeared, after his crane's been destroyed several times.
Well, at least that means if we do ever find him, we can bring him back here.
Yeah, but instead of being grateful for now being protected, he's going to be annoyed that he wasn't protected before. And then we only started protecting things once he was gone.
He's saying maybe we shouldn't bring him back.
That's an option? We could just leave him out there? Don't tempt me. Also, we're out of iron.
That's surprising.
Is it though?
I mean, I've been building a large grid ship, so no.
Yeah, and I built several large grid ships that I threw at the enemy.
Yes, this is true.
Have you seen the jug since I decorated it?
Maybe not.
Check it out. I'm literally right behind you.
Yep. It's very threatening.
It does have a bit of that pose to it. I'm kind of happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, the warning stickers on the warfare battery go well with the thrusters and the connector colours.
Yeah.
I do really wish you could colour those separately from the main colour, like the accent stuff.
Yeah, having some control over the accent colours would be useful for a lot of things. Scrape the thrusters on the ground. That's bad.
What have you done?
Oh no, I was just reversing gently with the jug and I was slightly scraping one of the thrusters on the ground. But when your ship weighs 313,000 kilograms, gently doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
A light scraping is potentially explosive.
Okay, I definitely have to rearrange the thrusters. This doesn't look right.
Oh dear.
No, my sense of...
Your sense of what? Aesthetic?
I'm not sure if that's
Symmetry?
the correct word. Yeah, the symmetry does not look right.
Alright, I'll go grab a second load of iron, because, well, it's iron, we're going to need it. So, one thing. I think we're close to exhausting this iron deposit.
Oh. We have to look further afield.
Yeah. I haven't exhausted an iron deposit in a very long time. I don't think I kept any other markers. Or I didn't really even go searching for other ones, because I was like, well, once we've got the markers, I don't need any more than these ones. I mean, I guess I could make a stone mine under the base and make some giant contraption.
Yeah, but then the risk of it being shot off.
Oh, I mean under the base.
Ah, yeah.
But I kind of don't want to do that again until the event controller's in the game. So I definitely want to build one once the event controller's in, because then I can have it set to switch off when it's full.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming you reattach the thing.
Oh no, I completely forgot about that.
Ow. Well,
Oops. Should really do that.
I forgot, then you reminded me, and then you forgot about it.
Yeah. I got distracted when I realized I needed materials for something I was doing. Alright. Well, I'm collecting magnesium, so that's sort of dealing with part of the problem of arming it.
What? Those components were defying gravity? That was weird. So
We were so close to having this finished. This underground thing, you were so close to having it finished.
Yeah. Some more, quote-unquote, landing legs on this thing. I'm like, oh wait, I need upthrust. Kind of important. But I also don't want the whole thing to fall over when I remove that bit.
Oh, I'm back to the old days. 5 small steel tube and 2 motors.
What, are you manually
Yeah, because I'm grabbing stuff from a...
subgrid thingy?
Yeah. So I'm doing it all.
Descriptiveness. I like how I'm just terrified to go inside the base now. I just stay outside. It's not worth it. It's too dangerous. I mean, it probably hasn't even repressurized yet.
Probably not.
It is at 3.8%.
Love that your velocities are all weird numbers. On these things, your velocities were all weird numbers and you were pushing up against limits instead.
What are you referring to?
On your hinges down here. All your velocities were like 7.26433912.
Yes, because I'm lazy. If I want to reverse direction, I just like scroll it. Chuck it on a random number.
So I think that actually makes it take more effort.
Oh, that's messing with my mind. The way the shadows are on these blocks make it look like it curves.
There we go. Reconnected. I've got a couple more turrets out. And then, if you're up for it, we could go and do some shooty shoot and maybe get a couple of extra thrusters. Maybe get some more junk.
Transport square, there's a deep space crow transporter.
Yeah, I'll get a couple extra turrets done just in case.
Yep.
How's your ship coming along before we go
Good.
after something else? Because your ship might be needed to bring it back.
Yeah, well yeah, we haven't got...
Yeah, I just thought about that. I'm like, hang on a sec, how do we get it back? We're gonna have to capture something intact.
I mean, we can always just drop it. Moon gravity's not that powerful.
We need to rethink this plan.
We need to capture it without completely destroying all the thrusters. I mean, we've been able to fly ships back before.
We have. It's true.
Might be slightly more difficult. Plus, Capac's the only one who's done it. That could end badly.
Don't want to do that then.
Yeah, but surely it's something we haven't done before, therefore we need to do it.
Valid. Does the Junk's thrusters go look like they're on, but they're not?
That's what was causing it. I had that with the H-tram sometimes when I was randomly crashing. Like, the thrusters were still on, but it just fell out of the sky.
No, this is
Oh.
it's locked to a connector and the thrusters look like they're going, but as soon as I hop in and out of the cockpit, it resets it.
Okay,
I think it's just a graphical glitch.
Turns out I need a safety railing around these hydrogen tanks. The corners that you can't fit a block in, your character can definitely fall down.
I mean, yes, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So I need to change my suit again.
Did you just
Again.
die?
No, keeps resetting.
This is a very empty cockpit you've got here so far.
Yeah, I know.
Were you
it's-
planning on putting stuff in here, or were you planning on just having a massive open space and feeling like you were in a construction site?
No, I'm planning to put stuff in there.
Okay.
I just got distracted doing the actual, like, slightly more important functional bits.
Where did you put the jump drive?
You can see it from outside. It's at the back of the hangar. I was tempted to try and wedge in a second one so I could have like 2 eyeballs looking out the back, but
Oh yeah. This ship is getting bigger and bigger and bigger than I imagined.
I know.
You were meant to build a small thing, and now you've got a large
I
thruster
know.
on it.
Well, I figured that was
Also,
easier than having a
how
bunch
do
of
you
little ones.
land with that thruster?
There'll be some alterations made. It'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Can't rush these sorts of things.
Sure.
Inventory
Now,
full.
do we go after some... I don't feel like it's a good idea for us to try and go after any... And there's also no ships up there anyway. Thinking what I might do is construct some sort of system for grinding down the parts of the ships that we don't use.
Where would you put it?
Well, I was just going to make a pit and let things get flung all over the place. Because why not? In the past I've cared about that, but in this instance I'm like, actually...
What's the worst that could happen? Stuff gets flung through the roof and then lands back on the base.
Well, as long as it doesn't damage the base as it lands on it, it's probably okay.
Really? ACM Hecate. Hecate? Hecate.
Hecate? I don't know.
Hecate?
So we do have a cargo ship up there now.
Oh,
It's
there's
very
another
dark
one.
though.
There's a red Wrangler. Sounds like
Oh,
something
yeah.
that's going to try and...
As Capac has
crash into it.
previously called the Jeep Wrangler. I think maybe once I get the pit done, we can think about going after more cargo ships. Because once I think we should
We've
clear
got a
up the
faster
ground
way.
around here first,
Whoa!
probably.
It I just lagged. Did I just hear something fall to the ground?
No, you heard my drills hit the voxels.
Ow.
What's... Ow.
Now I'm worried you're going to get the conveyor line blown up again.
Well, the conveyor line's going to be sunken, so...
They didn't
well-
say that last time.
If the grinder pit gets destroyed, then the conveyors are going to get destroyed. Deep enough that we can kind of lean over the edge and watch the carnage.
Hard enough to get smacked in the face by debris.
Something like that. Alright, Tefi, what do you think of this start of the grinder pit? I'll probably make it about square, I think.
I'm on my way.
Probably need to move the conveyor lines back another row and put some armor in front of them. It's like, what, 9? So I was thinking 9 by 9. If we cut up into chunks that small, hopefully the...
I mean, it's deep enough that you can always drop the ships in vertically. Oh no, I'm dying.
Well, it's also big enough that I can probably cut the ships up into chunks small
Yeah.
enough that the underbiter can carry them over.
Oh, I'm running out of hydrogen as well.
So that was my thought around that.
Work?
Because it's, as we showed, it's got quite impressive lift capabilities for its size. Yeah, I might want to actually push the conveyors back another row, I think. I'd contemplated making a grinder ship, but they always seem to be more hassle than they're worth because stuff gets bumped out of the way and you have to chase it. And it's,
I'm tempted to have hangar doors for my hangar. You know, kind of one requires the other, but it's gonna make it really heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, if
it's why something mobile like that would often use, say,
a connector on top.
well, yeah, a connector on top, or a deployable door that becomes the ramp, so it's dual purpose. So it's not just mass for one purpose.
Yeah.
As I go around gradually. Ah, what am I stuck to? Renaming all the grinders to the same name.
Like fun.
Well, at least build vision makes it a bit less painful. But yes, when you have 81 grinders, it does get a bit tedious.
Should add the what's it, easy block renaming mod then.
I think we do have it. I've just never used it.
Really? How could you?
But I'm not even sure it'd help here, because it's like, there are other grinders on this grid that I don't want to rename.
Yeah, it just renames the blocks you selected.
Yeah, but I don't know how to select just these ones. Because I don't know which of the grinders on our grid are these ones, without looking directly at them, which is why build vision's good. Okay. You want to come and check out what I've done, and then we'll have a look
Lob
at
a
this
ship
and then...
into it?
Yeah. I think so.
Ooh.
Alright. Oh, there you are. That's your feet. So, 81 grinders.
That is a lot.
Buttons up here control the grinders being on or off.
What we're planning to do is have like a bit of debris fly out and like shoot down a cargo ship that's flying overhead.
Maybe. There's something orange over there I can go pick up. Let's go do that.
Oh, the bits of one of the paprikas.
Paprika?
Yeah.
Do you want to do the honors of turning it on when I drop this thing in place?
I thought you just did.
No, I left it. I turned it back off because I didn't want to accidentally grind my own ship or fling parts into this ship while it was still in position.
I'm guessing the bid reg X turns it off and the warning sign turns it on.
Yeah. I'm glad that was clear enough that I didn't have to explain it, because that means that it's decent symbology.
I should probably wait until you release it. I don't want to accidentally grind you.
Wait until I've released it and
clear the danger zone.
Okay.
You're clear? You want a good camera angle first?
No, you go for it.
I'm hiding behind the console for my safety. Oh.
It's going okay so far. Oh.
Oh. the shadows on the side of the...
Boing.
Now I'm beginning to wonder if a big ship will be better or worse.
I don't know.
I mean, you could just stick it in
Whoa!
vertically. Whoa.
There goes one.
It's too dark, I can't see. I'm terrified it's gonna randomly land back on us while we're
Okay,
distracted.
turn them off.
Yeah. Let me guess, there's bits between?
Come have a look here.
What?
So why does it sound like they're still on?
Oh, is it because so many the audio's bugged?
Probably. But see these ones up here?
Away. Yeah. Looks like you need to extend the...
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not too worried about it. I'm just like, good enough. Alright.
Yeah, why is the audio still...
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's a gyroscope in here.
Probably bugged. Oh, whatever. Can I pick up this big thing, or should I chop it into a smaller piece?
Oh, come on, do it all as one thing, it'll be amazing.
I don't think it'll fit.
Vertically, it'll fit.
Yeah, but I don't think I can rotate that without going to space.
Then just drop it. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
If I cut through... Probably cut these tanks off. Just gotta make sure it's that I only do this to the wrecks that I've actually cleared the bits off, the good bits off. I think I'd need to have this grinder pit like 4 times the size to be able to grind these ships whole, which is not practical. Alright, I got another bit if you want to see how large grid piece works.
Yep.
Fortunately, being a tank, it's exactly the sort of thing we want to not have to grind by hand, because the amount of large steel tubes in it.
It's not going to explode, is it? Or it's empty?
No, they're all empty.
Good.
I was worried about that as well. I didn't know what would happen if it took damage.
I'm hearing the... Wait. If I'm still hearing the Oreo, what am I even saying?
Yes.
Yes, I'm still hearing the grinder Oreo. I get the feeling this is either going to be completely fine compared to small grid or catastrophically worse.
Yeah, I think you're on the money there.
Oh.
Oh. Oh!
Oh.
One bit made it out. I mean, thinking about it, given its moon gravity and the speed that these are coming at, they could probably be held in with a roof. Like with a lid. But
So that's interesting. It's not just that the grinder audio is stuck on, it's that you can hear it but closer than you normally can.
yeah,
Like
it's
its
quieter.
range isn't extending as far.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, this one's a bit more of a tricky one, because it's too long for the hole, because it's more than 9 blocks.
So you gotta like lean it in on its side.
Yeah, sorta. It's also really, really resistant to my gyros. I think overall this is probably still quicker though. Oh, did I just hear a thud?
Yeah, good. I'm hearing sound like playing noises. I don't know if it's because of the way you've grabbed it.
Don't know what's going on. It's slightly disconcerting.
You just suddenly like start flipping wildly.
That is my fear, yeah. Do you want to turn the grinders on this time?
I mean,
I'll see if I can push it in.
if you want to be attached to something,
I'm just curious. Okay, nope. That is a nope. Because I am running out of power. And fuel.
Oh,
Fuel is what I meant. Oh. Oh.
ugh.
Whoa.
That's a bit close. I'm gonna hide behind the.
It's working pretty well though.
It is.
It definitely works better on large grid, doesn't it?
Yeah, mainly because it can't end up in the gaps between the grinders, like stuck on the side.
Yeah. Huzzah! We have added defense to the base. We have added a grinder pit to the base. We can clear things up, allowing us to do a whole bunch of piracy while we figure out how we're going to find Capac, which is going to be fun.
Base is very large. Finding him might be painful.
Yeah.
Are the Reliant Robin grinders meant to be on? I think that might be what actually is causing the audio. No?
Yeah, it's meant to be on, because I haven't hit the reset. Will we get through a full day cycle without combat?
Possible.
Nah, we won't. We'll find something we want to take. Because I'm doing all this grinding at night, so it means we'll have daytime to go and do some hunting. Or you'll try and chase after Capac and you'll disappear too.
No, I don't want to disappear into the void.
The void wants you.
Can't have me.
Okay, I could just lift this, but turning it is difficult. I am using keyboard controls because my turning is so slow.
That's
So I can hold
something.
down turning. Well, have a look at the chunk that I'm picking up.
Ow. Isn't that just the rest of it?
Yeah, it is.
Does it fit in the pit?
I don't know. Might fit like at an angle if I can turn around another 120 degrees.
So am I turning it on or waiting for you to position it?
Probably wait for me to position it. Am I going to be able to fit in before I hit the base?
Unclear. You can't go any further towards the base.
You sound like a magic 8-ball.
I'd probably just... Yeah, just drop it and we'll see what happens. Don't think it fits. You're gonna have to angle back.
Ah! I don't have enough gyro.
Yep. Going in.
It's going in. Turn
Yep.
them on. Oh yeah!
Sure, this console will totally protect me.
It's sinking!
To the center of the moon. Actually seems more stable than the other times.
All that mass behind the blocks
Oh.
on the bottom. Oh dear, that's coming towards me.
It never stops being fun to watch this work.
Yeah, it's so true, isn't it?
Oh, jeez.
Am I getting flung around?
I'm just waiting for one of us to just get hit in the face.
Same.
Just like, I'm like,
And I won't be sad if it's me.
Yeah, like I could stand back to safe distance, but I'm like, no, I want to stand here at the edge.
Yeah. Bonk. There we go. One ship gone,
Nice.
pretty much.
I was gonna say, if we can't find Capac but find his ship, we can always chuck it in here.
Probably chuck Capac in here. So what do you need to do to... How much more work do you reckon you've got on your ship? Do you want to show me what you're up to?
Not much, other than like the bridge. Like, everything else is, yeah, it doesn't look great, but it's all the functional bits are there.
Okay. So you
Also-
you were
also
going to do
need some
more
down
armor
thrust.
underneath and stuff.
Yeah, and some more. I need downwards thrust, evidently.
Yes. Yes, you will. Okay, so you're just finishing off that design, so I've still got a bit of time to try and start laying out our capital ship, as it were.
Yeah.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to go annoy one of the nearby bases just to test our outer wall defenses that I added.
Interesting thoughts.
So that's what I'm going to do. I put all those defenses out there. I want to see if they do anything.
Enough. Suppose I should be on standby in my ship.
Yeah, now... Which base should I go? I'll go to the support garrison. There's only one base that way. Basically zero chance anything's going to be in daylight, so... I'm not going to be able to hit it or anything, but... We could get a couple of drones, bring it back home, check out whether our outer wall defenses actually do something useful. Look at a burning paprika on the ground. Did a Capac and called it a paprika.
Oh, that's fast.
Yep. Can I see anything of it? That is a negatory. It is very dark. Alright, Firefly. Hello. I can see the base now. I'm almost in range of its turrets. Ah! Don't do that. Ow, 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 ow.
They sounded pretty panicked.
Okay, there we go. 2 drones after me now. That's more like it. You watching the base wall, see how it works? See if it works.
Yep.
Alright, so we've got a Monarch and 2 Fireflies inbound. I am 2 kilometers out.
See you. I see the drones.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it shooting?
What's meant to be shooting?
Oh, some of them are.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them not. Yeah, look at that crossfire. Look at that. There are bullets coming from everywhere.
It's going to end up shooting you inevitably.
I'm going to hit a wall. Ow. It's too busy watching the gunfire. Just flew straight into the crater wall.
Am I hearing clanging sounds?
Something inside my ship.
What?
I think there's like a bit of debris or something inside my ship.
Yeah.
So apparently sensors now detect people in cockpits.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Players are
Weird.
detected in seats.
Oh, we're
What the-
shooting. Wait, where's there a fruit fly here? Where did that come from?
Yeah. I'm busy, fruit fly. I'm getting repaired. You missed the party.
Maybe it was coming from somewhere else?
Oh, maybe. Maybe it was it responded to a call for help. That was a bit of fun.
What?
It looked really cool when all the turrets around the walls were all shooting at the same target. And the target was over the base. So they created a nice little asterisk.
Starburst.
That was nice. It was exactly what I was hoping the turrets would do, having them up on the crater walls. I think what I'll do is I'll try and increase the number up there whenever I get a chance.
More guns.
But now that we've got about, I think I put 5 or 6 up. I think it was about 6. That gives us at least a few targets for if another drone ops comes and starts sending stuff. At least they'll be targeted first. But with your ship nearing completion-ish, maybe?
Ish.
A grinder wall in place, I'll probably keep processing the rest of these grids throughout the night so that we've cleaned up all the ships. We could then, I was thinking, with your ship, we could sort of do see if Capac's anywhere near like a planet, and if not, attack a ship, come back, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we can kind of scout around searching for the uranium, searching for Capac, and because as you say, space is big and I have no idea where he is. I don't even know where to start because he was talking about different moons and planets and then he just didn't make sense. So I don't know where he's gone. But I'm sure he'll turn up somewhere, probably, maybe. Hopefully. Maybe.
Definitely.
Potentially.
Hypothetically.
Theoretically. So there's all that and plenty more to come. And we will see you then.
Bye.
Uh-oh. Yes. Likely, squidgy sounds aren't you. Also, terrifying. Extreme decapitation. I think I remember something like that.